Last year, the House approved on third reading the bill creating the Philippine Atomic Energy Regulatory Authority, or PhilATOM. This will target operational regulatory commission status by 2026, according to the draft Philippine Nuclear Energy Program 2024 to 2050. The bill has gained support from various sectors, including the Department of Science and Technology (DOST). The Senate is currently deliberating on the bill, and it is expected to undergo further discussions and amendments before final approval. The Philippines is opting for small modular reactor installation once this technology reaches the commercial rollout phase by 2030. By 2032, the country aims to achieve a nuclear power deployment of 1,200 megawatts. This is equivalent to 4 small modular reactors, around 400 to 600 wind turbines, and approximately 6,000 to 9,600 acres of solar panels. In hydropower terms, a mid-sized hydroelectric plant generating around 100 megawatts would require 12 such plants and could power around 780,000 homes. The Philippines and South Korea have signed an agreement to conduct a feasibility study to revive the mothballed Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, BNPP, as part of government efforts to boost energy security in the Philippines. Korea's successful experience in the nuclear industry and their previous offer of $1 billion, or 57 to 58 billion pesos, at their own cost to rehabilitate the mothballed facility suggest that Bataan could be refurbished and economically operated for 30 years. Meralco is sending its first batch of Filipino scholars to China and the United States. This country and Meralco should be prepared for and committed to nuclear energy. Supporting aspiring energy professionals will help build a talent pipeline of nuclear energy experts, paving the way for a smarter and greener future for our country, Meralco Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Manuel V. Pangilinan said. According to Meralco, the 5 engineers who will join the 2-year Filipino scholars and interns on nuclear engineering fission program will eventually be assigned to lead its nuclear power generation unit. Kenneth Tulligan, Mark Justin Salas, and Mark Lawrence Syria will undertake the program at Harbin Engineering University in China. Amila Nicodemus and Jenner Atienza will start their program at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign in the United States. The fission scholars underwent a screening process conducted by a selection committee composed of energy industry experts and academic professionals, such as Dr. Ike de Mayuga from the Atomic Energy of Canada Limited and Dr. Ora Matias, former Dean of the University of the Philippines College of Engineering, among others. The Meralco Power Academy, the energy education unit of the distribution utility, is responsible for managing and overseeing the implementation of fission. Since then, MPA has partnered with top-notch universities offering international graduate programs in nuclear engineering. Meralco has been actively pursuing nuclear energy development and hopes to see an operational power plant in the country by 2028 or before the conclusion of the Marcos administration. Late in 2023, Aboitiz Power Baird plans to touch base with US-based NuScale Power Corporation and Ultra Safe Nuclear Corporation, both of which are involved in developing modular reactors. As opposed to conventional plants, these reactors, which could be as small as a bus, may easily be built in areas far from the main grid. The agreement that the DOE signed with the Philippine American Educational Foundation, PF, aims to establish a framework of cooperation for creating scholarship opportunities and academic exchanges centered around civil nuclear and renewable energy. Meanwhile, the agreement between the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and the DOE aims to promote the U.S.-Philippines Civil Nuclear Cooperation Agreement and develop a smart and green grid plan. UST Faculty of Engineering in collaboration with the UST Graduate School and the Philippine Nuclear Research Institute held the Knowledge Management Assist Awareness Symposium. The talk highlights the efforts of academia and research in nuclear education and its importance in addressing the challenges of human resource development in the field. Currently, nuclear education is introduced to students at UP Diliman, Mapua University, De La Salle University, and the University of Santo Tomas. With the intent to further its reach, Philippine Nuclear Research Institute conducts courses on the fundamentals of nuclear science and technology, the basic principles of radiation protection, and many more through the Nuclear Training Center and SATER. Training sessions, both local and abroad, are also available for academic staff who are assigned to teach courses relating to nuclear science and technology. Pangasinan 2nd District Representative Mark Cojuangco is recommending that a nuclear waste facility be put up on Pagasa Island in Palawan and is the administrative capital of the Calayan Island Group, covering an area of 32.7 hectares. Cojuangco, the House Special Committee on Nuclear Energy Chair and Philippine Nuclear Research Institute Director Carlo Arcilla said nuclear waste may be disposed of through via deep borehole disposal where the radioactive material is buried deep underground, or through storage in dry cask containers for future use. Cojuangco said, "We can also put our interim storage facility if we decide we don't want to bury it yet." On July 2, the United States and Philippines Agreement for Cooperation in Peaceful Uses of Nuclear Energy, or 123 Agreement, entered into force. The agreement will enhance cooperation on clean energy and energy security and strengthen long-term bilateral diplomatic and economic relationships. Former President Rodrigo Duterte had earlier moved to reintroduce nuclear energy in the country's power mix, which to date is still largely based on coal. A 2019 agreement between Russian State Nuclear Energy Corporation and the Department of Energy (DOE) did not push through following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, prompting a shift in the Philippines strategy. U.S. companies specializing in nuclear energy have significant opportunities in the Philippines. These include providing advisory and legal support services, design and construction technology, workforce training, and back-end services such as waste management and reprocessing. In addition, U.S. nuclear industry players can engage in international supply chain exchanges and share best practices, helping to shape the future of nuclear energy in the Philippines. Furthermore, 16 potential sites for nuclear energy development have been identified. Nuclear energy offers distinct advantages over coal, hydro, gas, wind, and solar energy, especially in a country like the Philippines that is prone to typhoons. While coal and gas contribute significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, and hydro plants can be affected by water availability, wind and solar energy are highly dependent on weather conditions and can be disrupted by typhoons. Nuclear energy, on the other hand, provides a reliable and continuous supply of power, regardless of weather conditions. It emits low levels of greenhouse gases, making it an environmentally friendly option. Additionally, nuclear power plants have a smaller land footprint compared to wind and solar farms. Despite these benefits, it's important to consider the challenges such as high initial costs, nuclear waste management, and ensuring stringent safety measures. In summary, while all energy sources have their advantages and disadvantages, nuclear energy stands out for its reliability and low environmental impact, making it a promising option for the Philippines. The main draw of modern nuclear technology mainly involved scalability, or the technology to build over a short period small nuclear reactors that can fit perfectly for archipelagic countries such as the Philippines. Despite the historical challenges posed by incidents like Fukushima and Chernobyl, learning from these events, the country is taking significant steps to ensure the highest safety standards are met in all nuclear energy projects. By investing in state-of-the-art technology, robust regulatory frameworks, and thorough training programs, the Philippines aims to harness the potential of nuclear power while prioritizing the safety and well-being of its citizens. This initiative not only addresses the pressing need for energy security but also contributes to a cleaner, greener future for the nation. The Philippines is now making efforts to build nuclear energy to secure the energy supply, especially once the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, NGCP, completes its projects. NGCP is responsible for operating, maintaining, and developing the country's power transmission network. During frequent rotational brownouts, particularly in summer when the heat index reaches over 40 degrees Celsius and higher usage of household appliances exacerbates the situation. Could nuclear energy also solve the problem of high electricity costs? Comment down below.